What's going on, good people? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. So, my last video, I told you guys about my anxiety switching brokerages, right? Now, I've also had like anxiety about making this video here. Being honest with you, I know, I'm going to get my head tomorrow. Please, don't judge that. I know it look crazy. I gotta cut it tonight and take it out, and it'll be fixed tomorrow. Um, Now we're gonna talk about the phone call. So for everybody's anonymity, I'm not gonna say anybody's name. I'm not gonna mention the brokerage, anything. Excuse me, I'm tired. So, what do? I decide I'm gonna go with who I'm gonna go with Monday. Actually, in the last video, Jackie told me by 11/11 Tuesday to let her know what's going on. I made my decision in my mind for the most part. It's 8:30 in the morning. I'm with my girlfriend, and we went to Dunkin' Donuts a little bit before 8. We rented a car. I cleaned out my desk Tuesday night. I rented a car, drove down there, cleaned out my desk, and I had so much stuff, so much stuff. I tried to start cleaning my desk the week before, but I went there with a duffel bag. I haven't been in the office in a month and some change, so I totally forgot how much stuff that I had, right? So I rent a car, I drive down there, and I take everything out. Mo helps me, right? Everybody knows Mo. I talk about Mo all the time, right? Mo, love you. I forget, she is crazy. She like tried to fit like the sign in like the car, but it wouldn't. I'm like, I'm not driving like that. Like that's mad dangerous. So she's like, Chris, try it, just try. I'm like, no, like the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, I'll pick it up tomorrow, right? So I feel like I should have tried to drive, but I was gonna drop it to the train, and it couldn't fit. I wasn't gonna have her walk or whatever. That's a real good friend of mine. So I put the sign back. I drive her to the train. We hug. We say our goodbyes. And Wednesday morning at 8:30. Matter of fact, at 8:25, I had his phone number. I had the broker's phone number in my phone. I'm looking at it. I'm holding my girl. Sorry. 8:26, 8:27, 8:28, 8:29, 8:30. Ring. Hello? Hey, what's going on? All right, listen, I got some news for you. What's that? I need you to release my license. Where you going? I tell him where I'm going. Well, I think you're crazy. What? I'm like, meaning, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, trying to make this move in the middle of a pandemic and yada, 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 da 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 da. I hear you, My girl's like, listen, don't fall for it. I'm like, I'm not. I'm hearing, I'm listening. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm going to be at the office today. Can you meet me at the office? I'm like, shoot. I got to pick up my sign. So I can't say, no, I can't meet you at the office. Well, I'm going to be at the office. You're going to be at the office, and the mayor's never in the office. So it's like out of every day you decide to be in the office today. The day I got to get my sign. This is crazy. So I'm like, all right, cool. He calls me back asking, do I want to do breakfast? I say no. I went to Howard Beach. I go and I meet with him. I actually tried, like, I went in the office. I tried to take my sign out, but it was like an office meeting. So I'm like, damn, it's making mad noise. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna have to sit here and wait for this guy, and we have to chop it up. So I'm on the phone. Office meeting is done. I meet with him, shakes my hand. You know what's going on, which was what he says to me. Other words I'm not going to use profanity, but you know it wasn't to offend me or whatever. It was for us to like talk. Cool. We go to the park and we sit down. I have on street clothes, right? So I believe I told you guys before I have a clothing line, right? Named Tool Certified. And the tool is TWO. Reason being is a motivational brand, right? When somebody like all too often we doubt ourselves, right? Then to add on the stress of the outside influences doubting us as well, right? So that's two sets of influences. When people say you can't do it twice. That's my whole motto. People say you can't do it twice. So I actually went there with that shirt on, not for any specific reason or whatever. Well, consciously, not any specific reason. So I have it's at the time of this video, it's the new line. It's the spring summer collection. So I got inspired and had it like in French. So it said Fire Doué Vaudet. Um just do it twice. Um yeah, Fire Doué Vaudet. I'm probably killing it right now, sorry, but it means do it twice, right? And I had on shorts that just said Tool Certified on the side, so he didn't know what it was because at the time it's not so popular, but it's popular, right? ToolCertified.com if you want your stuff, right? So it was actually perfect that I wore that. You know, they say that everything happens for a reason, and unbeknownst to me, that was a big reason, right? I'm thinking I just threw something on. I'm not gonna be super professional today because I got stuff to do. You know, I'm moving stuff around. We sit there for an hour and some change. There's a big dead rat right next to me in the park. And then the people come to clean the park, some sweep stuff up, and don't sweep the rat. So the entire time I got a dead rat next to me in the dirt. I'm dread. And I see it, I tell him, it's a dead rat. He don't care. So he's focused on trying to get me to stay. No, stay. You know, and I express it's nothing personal. It's really this is what I want. You know, I want to be the luxury agent, right? Like I want to be $2 million, $5 million, $10 million agent, condo representative, co-op, more so condo, but I got no problem with the co-ops. It was just a little bit more tricky. That luxury agent, like, is real important. And if people unsubscribe or whatever because of this, is whatever. Like the subscribers will come. It's real important to me that people of my community, Black and Latino, it's real important to me that it's shown that we can actually represent those properties, right? We don't need to pick up a microphone or a basketball to be rich, right? We don't need to be working for a million, like, we don't need to be doing a 9 to 5 or selling drugs with it. Like, it's real big for me. $1 million listing doesn't have this on there. It doesn't, right? I'm not saying it's purposely done, none of that. No conspiracies. It's just not what's available on a television. Many reasons to it, right? Maybe a lot of us feel like it can't be done, right? So I'm here to break that mold. I'm here to break out of that fishbowl. I'm here to break through that glass ceiling. So it's super important for me for that to happen. So that's a big reason as to why I left. You know, brokerage was fine. It was great to me for what it's worth. But we weren't even in the top 25 brokerages in New York. If I want to be in the top percentage of where the top agents are, I have to be there. I have to be there. If the top 1% are in these 3 to 5 brokerages, I have to be there. We're not even in the top 25. What am I doing? Excuse me. So, I burped, guys. I'm sorry. So, I say, I expressed this to him. Not really the black and Latino thing, but I expressed it to him. And I'm letting him know, like, listen, this is why I'm leaving. You know, I love Ideal. Oops. You know, I love what's happening. But I gotta leave for me. I gotta do what I feel is best for me, not what anybody else feels is best for me. I get told verbatim, you to get where you want to go, you got to be good. Don't take offense to this. Please don't take offense. You're not good. You heard it went off like, no, like look at me, Chris. Like, look at me. You're not good. I hear you. Say this like that. I hear you. I mean, there's always room for improvement. No. You're not good. And you're going to go there and you're going to quickly see you're not as good as you think you are. Let's fast forward, some more words get said. I'm cool as a cucumber. I'm not spazzing. I'm not saying anything. I'm hearing him out. I'm listening to him. And, you know, he says, he goes back to the you're not good, and he like asked me to confirm, you know that, right? Like, you know that, right? Like, you're not good. You know that, right? I hear you. And it goes back to this two certified thing, because people will sit there and really, really try to, because they can't do it or they didn't do it or whatever they got in their mind, whatever they have in their mind, whatever they have in their mind, they'll try to put that on you to bring you down. And that's not cool. It's not. It's not. I'm great, period. Like, this is not even something I'm saying just to build myself up. Like, ego, this and the third. There's certain things you can't take away from me. You can't take away from the listings that I've gotten, the listings that I've sold, the amount of clients that I've done, the reconstruction to your website, right? That I've created, that you called me and asked me to email you, this, that, and the third. You can't take that away from me. You also can't take away me tracking my numbers. Because he says, Christian, you're no different from your predecessors. They failed. You're no different. You're no different. You can't take away the thousands of hours. What's it thousands? I don't want to drag it. Let's say hundreds to be on the safe side, because I don't want to lie. We can't take away the hundreds of hours that I've like I've read and researched these books and listened to these books and these YouTubes and the podcasts that I've been a part of and the podcast that I've created. You can't take that away. You can't take away me getting MLO certified, right? Mortgage loan origination certified. Not licensed because it's a conflict of interest. You can't have both. But certified. I have my NMLS number and everything. You can go on the NMLS and look me up, Christian Newton. You're going to see me and my number there. You can't take away the negotiations expert that I've become, certified. You can't take away the interior designer certificate that I've gotten. You can't take away the neurolinguistic program certificate that I've gotten. You can't take certain things away, period. So you can't tell me I'm not good. You can't tell me I'm not great because I did that. You didn't do that. You didn't even suggest that I do that. I did all of that on my own. I did that because other agents and other business people told me these are great things for you to do. I did that, right? You can't tell me I'm no different from my predecessors when my predecessors haven't done that before. They haven't. They haven't interned at a mortgage company to be able. They haven't interned at a mortgage company to be able to even understand how to break down a pre-approval properly. These agents, these good agents, great agents, don't know the process of a pre-approval, right? They don't know how underwriting happens. They don't know the ins and outs of FHAs and all of these, like arms, like they don't understand all of this stuff. I do. They don't understand these formulas. I do, right? You can't take certain things away. People will try to do it, right? So after that conversation, he then tells me, well, I'll give you a $10,000 budget, marketing budget. I'll help you with your podcast as well as give you a 70-30 split. And anything else that you want to do within reason, you got it. So if I'm not good, why are you willing to do all of this? If I'm not good, why do you have me in this park? Like, to be honest with you guys, I know this is like dragging on, but it angered me. Like it still makes me angry that you had the balls to tell me this and really try to make me believe it. I've heard that my whole life. Understand that. I've heard, Christian, you're not good enough my whole life. So the two certified brand isn't something I just came up with. Oh, it's a cool slogan or something like that, or people need to be motivated. So let me do something like that. No, like this is near and dear to me because my whole entire life